Let's rank the films of Guillermo Del Toro. I'm sure this will cause arguments. Bring them to the comments, my friends. The misgivings of Mimic are no fault of his own. That big cockroach Harvey Weinstein interrupted and muddled his vision. He never got to make the movie he wanted to make. Crimson Peak is great to look at, but there's a lot of elements that bring a film together. They're often absent, and this is just a dud and a snooze, in my opinion. Some of you may hate that Pacific Rim is so low, but as far as I'm concerned, I love the inspiration, the world building, the visual qualities, but I didn't ever feel this was a fully realized vision. While Nightmare Alley is a justified vision that doesn't have the limitation of the Hays Code that the original version had and allows Del Toro to display a nihilistic vision, at times the pacing can be very daunting. Blade 2 is a very entertaining sequel. It shows that a filmmaker can be given a big comic book blockbuster and still make it on his own terms. Frankenstein definitely has room to grow with me. While I think it's not without its misgivings, I do think it offers an epic piece of R-rated period piece horror filmmaking. Pinocchio is a great blend of fantasy-driven fairy tale storytelling, but it's also embedded in the realities of the darker side of history, and that's what makes it so unique. Devil's Backbone is a very realized coming-of-age ghost story, one that understands the innocence of youth and how that innocence is interrupted by traumatic times. Kronos is a great debut, a vampire story that is anything but typical, a film that checks all the boxes of its horror-driven storytelling, but still offers a human character study. I love Hellboy 2, I love its predecessor, and this is a great sequel, but also just reflects people coming together and having fun making a comic book blockbuster. Shape of Water is a fairy tale for troubled times, a great rendition of the creature from the Black Lagoon, a film that proves that genre-driven material can easily have a place at the Oscars. Hellboy rules, and I'm sticking to that statement. We need more comic book movies like this, ones that check all the boxes of the entertainment value we want from these films, but the filmmaker isn't interrupted by the studio constantly interfering with their own blueprint. But Pan's Labyrinth is the magnum opus. I feel this is the movie Guillermo del Toro always aimed to make. A historically driven horror film that is so embedded in realistic themes, but still allows him to bring out this incredible fantasy world with such stunning aesthetic.